Hello again, grown black folks talk. Gonna do kind of a far out. If you knew you had a baby to carry into 2023, what would you want for that baby? So here we see a piece of art I call The Womb of the Night. And for the purpose of this discussion, we know that 2023 is very near to be delivered from the womb of space time into reality. Now, I know time is usually conceived of as a father, but for the purpose of discussion today, because this is the painting that I have, we're going to go with this. This is a big fractal art piece that I did. Suppose, though, we do a thought exercise. Suppose you knew that there was a baby that you were going to deliver in 2023. Now, you don't have to be the mother. You could be the midwife. You could be the person who ends up being the guardian. You can come up with any circumstance you want, but you're responsible for this child. What kind of people, okay, first of all, what kind of resources do you want to have provided? You may not have them right now, but if you knew that you're going to have this responsibility, what would you like to provide? And I'm not just talking about money, but if you had your choice of the ideal, what would you think would be appropriate? What kind of people would you like this child to be around? What kind of conversations would you like this child to hear? What kind of atmosphere? What kind of friends, online, would you have around so that this child's mind is wired? How would you nourish this child's, not only this child's body, but this child's soul and this child's intellect? If you knew that in 15 days, no, 31, 15 days from today, you're going to bring this living being into 2023, and it all depends on you. And I don't say that it all depends on you, depending on what your faith tradition is. I know that there's another child we'll be talking about on the 25th. It may not all depend on you, but since you have been given primary responsibility, what would you do if this child's life depended on you? What would you do for this child? What would you do? I imagine you would do the best you can to make 2023 the best year possible for this child. Well, think about it. Think deeply. You don't ever have to share it with me. I appreciate you just taking a moment to go on this thought exercise with me. You know why? Because guess what? You know who's about to be born in 2023? You are. In 15 days, we get an entirely new year. In 15 days. Blank slate. That belongs to you. That belongs to you. And what I want you to think about is whatever you were planning to do for this other being, whatever you thought would be best, whatever you thought would be good for the development and the growth and the well being, and whatever you subtracted from your life to make sure that this child would have the best chance, you are about to be born in 2023. Do that for yourself. Make the changes you need to make. You don't need to make them January 1st. Start now. I'm sitting up here looking at things like I'm not gonna bother anybody on January 2nd because it's Monday, but on Tuesday, a whole bunch of people gonna hear from me because I will be 13 days from my 42nd year on January 3rd. Well, 12 days from my 42nd year. I don't have any time to waste. I don't have a child of my own. I have a children's department to be concerned about at my church, and there's a lot going on with that as well. The point is, I wanted to make you think, and sometimes we externalize, but I wanted to take you on an exercise because sometimes Black people, we've been trained to worry about everybody else. And since most of my audience is Black women, this is very common. Take all that love and energy, and if you're confused, if you're not sure what you would do, if for a moment you could think about the ideal, but there's a lot of stuff you have to work out, that's actually going to be my next video. My next video is going to be about we're dealing with people who are fighting with stuff in their heads that they haven't worked out, and we need to do our work on that as well. But I also will put it in the description of this video. Why? Because it matters. Whatever love that you were going to give this other person that we imagined existed, whatever care, whatever change of situation, whatever change of scene. Now, go do it for yourself as you enter 2023. All right. Thank you for coming with me on this brief, but I think for some of you, powerful exercise. Y'all have a good day now. Goodbye.